Hello and welcome to Motherland Kitchen. Today I will be showing you how to make what we call veggie DG on our menu. Don't worry about DG, it's just a name. I will explain later on what DG stands for. But it is actually the stewed mixed vegetables. Yes, as parents, we always tell our kids, eat your vegetables, eat your vegetables. There are different types of vegetables. And all we need to do is give it flavor. Once we make it flavorful, the kids will eat. So today I'll be showing you how to get all this color in one plate for your kids to eat. And remember, the more colorful the food is, the more antioxidants and the more health benefits we get out of it. So this is our carrots and sweet potatoes. We have the green and the yellow squash. We have the broccoli and this again, cauliflower. I separated them because we're going to cook them step by step. So these we will boil them a little bit, just briefly. These we don't boil. After we take this out of the stock, we will dump these in there and let them just soften up a little bit and we mix them. So first we will cook the onions, the scallions, and the bell peppers. And you also notice that I love bell peppers. Bell peppers are a part of my cuisine. I use a lot of bell peppers. So I have the red, the yellow, and the green bell peppers. You can also add the orange bell peppers, any colors that you want. Just make the dish colorful because they add sweetness and flavor to the dish. And that is also very appealing for kids when they taste something that is sweet and looks good to their eye. They're going to like to eat it. So while we stir the onions, we're going to put this in another pot. Let them just steam up a little bit and we'll take them out. So we'll start up with our onions. And like I say all the time, a pinch of salt. I also use my own seasonings, the Mamidorro Vegetable Seasoning. Put a little bit. You don't have to, it's optional. Use your own whatever seasoning you like to put in your stew. Onions are a superfood, so I cook with a lot of onions. I love onions. Onions are a superfood, so you cannot have enough. So I put a lot of onions in my foods. And I put my green herb sauce base. Add a little bit of water to let the vegetables cook. tomato base. You watch these, you don't want them to overcook. Want them to stay alive and a little bit crunchy. All right, I turn off the heat and add these other vegetables. These do not boil. You just want them to, because they're frozen, they stay in hot water for a little bit and we take them out. They don't need to cook. Just keep them in hot water. As soon as they soften up, we take them out. Now you can taste your mixture to see if you need to add a pinch of salt or something, or you can add bouillon powder or whatever else you use as an enhancer for flavor, whatever you use. I have the Knorr vegetable base. You can use a pinch of that. That's the Knorr vegetable base. Remember, our tomatoes and our herbs were pre-cooked, so we're not going to take any more time. Once the onions and the bell peppers have wilted, we are good to go because we just put in the tomatoes, sauce base, the green herb base that is pre-cooked, so we're not wasting any time to make the mixed two vegetables because we just need to let them simmer a little bit and we start mixing. And again, the reason why I boil this separately is because they all have different, they cook differently. So you cannot boil the carrots and the squash together because then something is going to get too soft and soggy. You need for the vegetables to stay alive. So you mix these. Then you drain. These have been sitting here for a few minutes. They're good to go. You drain them. this stage, you can add a little bit of curry powder just to add a little more flavor to your stew mixed vegetables, and add a little bit of curry powder. So let it simmer for maybe 2-3 minutes, and that's it. We're good to go. So this is your stewed mixed vegetables, and what you need to remember is they're all different, so you steam them separately. So the carrots, another item that you can add is the string beans. So if you had your string beans or your green beans, you put them together with the carrots and the potatoes, and you steam them for a few minutes, scoop them out of the water, and then put the cauliflower and the broccoli separately with the green and yellow squash, because those do not need to cook. They don't need to be pre-steamed. So you just put them in hot water to release the ice, because these, especially if you buy them frozen, because then it has water in them. So you put in hot water, let them sit there for a few minutes, and you scoop it out of that water and add to your stew. But if you bought them fresh, you can just chop them up very thin, and you add them to the pot when you add your pre-steamed carrots and sweet potatoes. So the whole idea is such that you don't have a dish that is mushy. You steam each of the vegetables separately and then do a blend at the end. So after you cook your bell peppers, your onions, your scallions, and everything, and you add your pre-cooked tomato base and your green herb sauce base, which are already pre-cooked. You don't need those to cook anymore. Once the the onions and the bell peppers have wilted and you think they are cooked enough, then you add all the vegetables, you mix them, you add a little bit of seasoning powder if you want, and add some curry powder if you also want, to just add more flavor to your dish. It's a vegetable dish, so the more flavor we add to the dish, the more pleasant it is, because there's no animal stock, there's nothing else in there. So the flavor and the taste and everything is going to depend on the herbs and the seasonings that we use to make the dish. Again, it's all about herbs. So this is the final product. Our stewed mixed vegetable is ready. You can see how it looks. Very, very, very enticing. Your eyes look at it. The colors, this is so healthy, because we are told the more colorful it is, the better it is for your body. The antioxidants that we get from the carrots, the sweet potatoes, everything else in the pot. This is so rich, so healthy, and so tasty. So let's plate it and see how it looks. This is the final plate of our stewed mixed vegetables. And you can eat it as it is, or you can pair it with whatever protein you want. You can also pair it with steamed fonio. That would be a good combination as well. Just steam your fonio, put a little bit of butter, a little bit of salt, steam it, and serve it with your stewed mixed vegetables. It will be a wonderful combination. Enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.